Hi, welcome to Eating Healthy, a fun and delicious look at preparing fresh greens and herbs grown locally at Second Chances Farm. My name is James, and I am excited to introduce our very special guest, Chef Tom Hannum from Buckley's Tavern, who is going to show us how to make a roast gold and red Beet Napoleon with beet greens, salad, and citrus vinaigrette and a grilled salmon. First, our thanks to the warehouse, who is letting us cook in their amazing kitchen, and also a very special thanks to ShopRite for providing some of the ingredients we use on the show. And of course, all of the fresh greens, herbs, are grown locally and hydroponically at Second Chances Farm. Thank you very much for being here with us today, and tell us a little about what you're going to prepare.
Thank you for the warm welcome. I'm doing something I used to do at the hotel, the Pot, and I transferred it over to Buckley's Tavern. It's a Beet Napoleon with a Goat Cheese Mousse, and it's got some of the beautiful baby beet greens. And I've got a grilled salmon that I'm just going to roast in the oven to finish it, and I'm making a citrus vinaigrette. So it's pretty simple. The worst part is getting the mise en place ready. And I jokingly said to James earlier, mise en place means having your mess in its place. So I've got my mess, all my stuff is right in its place here. The ingredients for my dressing, the ingredients for my mousse, the grilled beets that are pre-sliced, and the salmon I grilled off earlier, Mark. If you're like me in Little Middletown, you don't have any power, so you can grill this on your barbecue outside. I marked it on a char broiler. I'm just going to finish it in the oven. That'll be baking while I'm making the vinaigrette. So first thing I'll do is I have a little bit of goat cheese and some heavy cream. I'm going to make a mousse that I can pipe onto my beet slices. So the messiest part is making the goat cheese mousse. You're going to make goat cheese pipeable. And if you didn't want to take the time to do a mousse, you can just crumble the goat cheese onto the greens. And if you don't really want to take the time to make a Napoleon, and you can also just crumble or dice the beets once you've got them roasted and cooled down, and just put them on crumbled onto the salad. So it can be as simple as you want to make it, or it can be as complex as you want to make it. So I'm just softening up the goat cheese with a little heavy cream. I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper in there for some flavoring, seasoning. A touch more cream. Things taste good as salt and pepper. Salt, pepper, cream, and sugar. I could never do on a diet. All the things that make things taste good wouldn't be on that diet. See, it's kind of soft and pliable now. Put that into a pastry bag and have it ready to pipe onto my beet slices. This is the messiest part we got. Tell why I said it's easier to just crumble up the goat cheese. It's a lot easier. Okay, so now I've got my mousse in my pastry bag. I've pre-sliced. I've roasted my beets, so it starts off like this. You can roast them, you can boil them, you can grill them. Full, but you want them nice and soft. And then I pre-sliced them about a 1/4 inch thick. Same thing for the gold beets, and then the gold beet slices as well, about a 1/4 inch thick. So now I'm going to make what we call Napoleon. So typically in French pastry, Napoleon is layers of dough and layers of pastry cream. Here we're kind of cheating it from the culinary world, making it a beet Napoleon. So I'm going to lay my beet down, make a little bit of mousse on there. I'm going to alternate the colors. Does it look good yet?
It's getting there.
Getting there. Unfortunately, my gold beets were a little smaller than my red beets. I wanted a decent sized Napoleon, so they're a little narrower in circumference. So I want to make a nice little tower, put a little rosette on top. So that's a Napoleon, very simple and easy to do. The next thing is I'll make the vinaigrette. I'm going to take a wet towel. Didn't have that mise en place at the start. Wet towel helps keep the bowl from moving around on it a little bit. So mark that on there. You can make this without the egg yolk, so there's a pasteurized egg yolk, so I use a little bit of that to help emulsify it because I want a creamy texture dressing. But if you don't have that at home, you just have to put it into like a shaker bottle to keep emulsifying it as you're making it. So I start with the egg yolks. I'm going to just about a tablespoon or so. I've got some honey for sweetness. I've got my orange juice concentrate. See, that's easy enough. Something you can get at home at the supermarket. Some fresh OJ concentrate, a little bit of Dijon mustard for a little tang. That also can help emulsify your dressing too if you use just some mustard in there. Some fresh diced shallots. I'm going to put some orange compound, which is super reduced orange flavoring. And then my vinegar. Now typically a vinaigrette is 1 part vinegar, 3 parts oil. So I've got most of the ingredients in there. I'll finish with the salt and pepper later. I'll whisk this. And then I have my oil here. It's a blended oil, 80-20, 20% olive and 80% vegetable oil. The recipe I put in has it using a blender, but since my power's out, I said, well, we'll do it like old school, just do it in a bowl. So I'll slowly pour the oil in. It'll slowly emulsify. Notice it's getting thicker as I'm doing that. Just a little drizzle of the oil. A little bit at a time. We're going to taste it. I'm sure it'll need salt and pepper. Pretty good. I'll try a little taste. But you'll taste it on the salad. So I'll put a little salt and pepper in there. As you can kind of see that it's kind of creamed up a little bit, got emulsified, so it's a little thick. Keep whipping it. I might take a little bit more oil. Salmon now. Best things in the kitchen, tongs. Extensions of your hands. I can't get my wife to use it. Still a little on the pink side. We can dress the greens and lay them out on the plate, and then the salmon will be ready shortly. One little centerpiece over there. And I'm just going to lay the greens next to it. Again, you can, you want to make it look pretty and attractive, so. And it depends on how big of a salad you want. If you want a monster salad, you can use as many greens as you want. It's kind of got a small plate, so I'm not going to put too many on there. So I want it to. And then we're going to drizzle some of the greens with the dressing. Put a little bit over top the Napoleon. These greens are nice and delicate, so if you toss them in the vinaigrette, it may weigh them down. So we're just going to drizzle a little bit right around the top, a little bit on the Napoleon. Some around the plate as well. Any questions? Think you could do it at home?
I can.
Okay,
I can.
That's good. That's a good answer.
Yeah, he's a honest.
Remember my brother used to cook at the country club.
I remember saying that. I probably have seen him, but I've been around this place for 45 years, so I know a lot of the cooks and chefs around. You can also take one of your little baby greens and kind of use it as a garnish on the top. Forget our pecans. We have some candied pecans. My favorite thing. My patience makes these during the day. You boil them for 45 minutes in simple syrup, strain them out, and then you deep fry them. Then they get really crunchy. So I'm just going to lay a couple of those around there. You can also chop those if you want to make them easier to eat in the salad. If you're going to toss the salad, but I like nice whole pecans. And then bring out the salmon.
Yes. Yes.
As I said, I pre-grilled that last night, and then I'm just going to lay it right on there. I think that looks It's good enough to eat?
I'll tell you.
You'll tell me in a second after you eat it,
Yes.
right?
See this fork for a second.
All right.
I tell you this. I'm interested in this vinaigrette.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty. I should have given you a little bit more for the salad.
Outstanding.
Winner? All right.
It's almost as good as mine.
That's a good compliment then, because if my cook is good, then we're good. We're even.
Thanks again, Chef Tom, for cooking for us today.
You're welcome. Glad to do it.
If you have any questions about today's recipes, just write them in the comment box below. And also click the subscribe button below and ring the bell so that you don't miss a single episode of Eating Healthy. On behalf of Second Chances Farm and the Warehouse, bye-bye for now.
Bye.